All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the full details for the Carnival LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Dokkan Fest LR Omega Shenron. Now, obviously, I did get a good look at these guys on the stream. They did do the data download just slightly before the stream. Not the biggest deal, though, because it was only a few short minutes. It would have been a problem, I think, if it would have been hours ahead of time. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's looking like. So he is a GT Hero leader, key for 220% stats. To me, that was as very, very obvious as soon as we were shown Pan. They did do Champa, who had nothing to do with part 1, but Champa was ready to go for a pre-existing Team Universe 6. There was no GT Hero or Youth like team setup, so it made sense that Gogeta is going to be a GT Hero. So his intro, he could do it if there's another 2 GT Hero allies on the team. Okay. He gets a guaranteed additional super and guaranteed crits his first turn. And then super class allies 3 key 70% defense for 4 turns. Pretty strong. The defensive support is outrageously good. That's a lot of key. It's a lot of stats. That's really, really good. So he gets 3 key, 300% attack and defense. Additional key per key sphere obtained. He's super effective against all types. High chance to crit, guard, 50% damage reduction, and then another additional super. So he'll do 3 guaranteed supers his first turn. 3 guaranteed supers, 3 guaranteed crits as well. This high chance to crit, that only factors in after his first turn. Then he gets 300% attack when attacking, 200% defense when receiving an attack, and then 200% defense extra when receiving a super attack, huh? So essentially, he's getting 400% defense when a super comes in. Then, so this is what I misread earlier. So it's not a super attack counter like the transformed Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has. This guy, it's just a ki blast counter. Okay. 70% chance to nullify and counter. And then it's a guaranteed nullification if HP is 70% or less. So that's good. Right now, all the hardest fights in the game are Ki Blast Supers. This Gogeta's 18 key is a Ki Blast. What about Omega? His is not. He's an other. Okay. So I assume that the 2 GDC special battle stages will also be 2 of the hardest fights in the game, along with the part 1 stages and festival battles. If that's true, then all of the hardest fights in the game, except for really Omega, and then I guess you could say the Daima phase of the festival battles, is Ki Blast Supers, though. So Gogeta's Ki Blast nullification is truthfully working against all of the hardest bosses in the game. So that's good. After he gets hit 3 times, guaranteed additional super, starting from his next turn. So they do not allow you to do this turn 1. Like, if turn 1, slot 1, he gets hit like 4 times before he attacks, they're not going to give that to you his first turn. Okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal. And then after he gets hit 7 times, he gets 4 key and guaranteed crits. Based upon how he's looking, I think he probably is number 1 overall. Especially when we see how easy his active is to perform. But, I mean, we'll see. I don't like to go super too crazy before seeing the characters actually in-game, right? And again, after receiving 7 or more attacks in battle, 4 key, and then guaranteed crit. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think full round of raw defense is definitely the way to go. Right? Like, on this guy, so we would just have to give the gold. Yeah, the only thing is the gold equip. I mean, I would want this guy to have like a 6 additional 5 dodge gold equip or something. I don't know. So there's that. So his active skill, the Dragon Fist, it's Beast Gohan's condition. He gets hit 1 time and he could do the Dragon Fist. Massively raise attack temporarily. Fuck off. Ultimate damage to the enemy. And then 70% stats and guaranteed crits for 1 turn. just as an example of how utterly busted that is. Remember, this guy's what, 54% for his support? 54%. And Gogeta's at 70. And then he gets guaranteed crits. Yeah, dude, that is going to be, like, the fact that, think about how tough the GDC special battle is, right? GDC special battle, very, very, very difficult to deal with. And, I mean, you could just pop that on turn 3. That's going to be really, really impressive. 12 key super, ultimate impact. So he gets, oh, we could actually, that should be 30% with a 70% chance of another 50%? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what the actual numbers look like right here. This is one nice thing that this says. Yeah, so he gets 30% attack, and then it's a 70% chance for another 50% attack. Okay. His 18 key, he gets 50% attack for 4 turns, and then a 70% chance of 100. Oh my god, dude. If you hit every one of these procs, holy fuck. I am live right now. Banners are in an hour and a half. Not 30 minutes, an hour and a half. Banners are in an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, Gogeta looks very ridiculous. And then right here, lastly, Saiyan Roar. Super Saiyan Kamehameha, Saiyan Roar, Shocking Speed, GT Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Yeah, they cooked. Look at this. Yep. Same exact link set as the physical LR. Yeah, Saiyan Roar will be huge when Daima Goku comes out as well. Because Daima Goku will definitely have Saiyan Roar. So that's looking really good, dude. That looks really, really good. I think Gogeta's probably one, but you know, I would certainly want to use him quite a bit first before making a concrete determination. The fact that you'll have as active for whenever you want is huge. That shit is huge. If I wanted to... Yeah, no, yeah, he's just ridiculous, dude. And then keep in mind, I mean, you could have EGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku right next to him as well. Giving him the massive stats. Insane character, dude. Utterly insane. Really impressive. Okay. So there's that. There's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Let's look at Omega. Omega, I think, should be very good. I'm not sure, like, where I'll rank him amongst, like, Rose and Zamasu and Blue Goku and Vegeta. And then, you know, like, physical LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and stuff like that. But this Omega, to me, does seem like he's going to be crazy. I am not a fan... Oh, here's the banners, by the way. I guess those aren't super important for this video, though. Let's just get these out of here. Let me put this up over here. We don't need Pan. And I do want to keep this up for looking at his super attack effects. Let me look at these teams. I don't like this. Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT bosses. And then the extra stats is for Shadow Dragon Saga, Worldwide Chaos, and Battle of Fate. I don't know that I'm the biggest fan of this. Let's see. So, he does have Rose and Zamasu and EGL Rose. So, we could add... So, both of those will be on there. And Omega. Slug. Slug probably could work well, huh? Tech Broly, we probably could rock him. Yeah, I don't know. I do think that some of these guys like Slug and Broly, Grid Ape Vegeta, we probably could get away with these guys. I mean, let me reread Omega's kit, but he's got a lot of defensive support in here. So, I mean, again, Broly, Grid Ape Vegeta, Slug. Alright, so that's Inhuman Deeds. Power Absorption. We would have the Buhans. We do have Cell as well. I don't think, chat, that Carnival Omega is going to be a real option here. Carnival Omega is not a character we'll be running. So we could run Cell for the revive, or, you know, people could do their shenanigans with Fat Boo, of course. LR Buhan probably is, as the last unit on the team, we could probably get away with. And then GT bosses is, I mean, a hell zone. We do have Nova. Baby right now is really good with the time limited buffs, but I mean, it's like the only relevant GT boss character right now is literally Omega. Baby with his time limited buffs, and then the free to play LR Nova. Oh, but this guy is gonna easy A. They did mention there's 10. This guy's gonna easy A. This'll be monstrous, and they're gonna easy A as well. So that is pretty good. Okay. So let's I don't know. Maybe I mean he does have some options. Cuz I think Lord Slug, what was it? Lord Slug still gets, it's like I think Lord Slug still gets this even if the domain does not pop, or it's something like that. Although yeah, it is 3 or more demonic power. We're not going to be rocking those characters on here, right? I mean, we'd have to rock the booze. Maybe Lord Slug. Maybe no for Lord Slug on the team. All right, let's take a look here. So he activates this intro if all allies are extreme class. So it does want us to just run a straight villain team. Extreme allies get a 20% chance to crit, and Omega will create rainbow orbs for 1 turn. And then an additional super, and extreme class allies 2 key 70% attack for 4 turns. That's a lot of support right there. Giving him crit and attack. Okay. He gets 3 key 300% stats, 1 key per keystone obtained, 50% damage reduction, and he does create rainbow orbs. Well, I mean, if we ran a character like Super Easy A Buhan, we actually potentially could have too many rainbow orbs, funnily enough. Too many rainbow orbs on the field. With a rainbow, just 1 rainbow orb, extreme allies 70% defense, and then 10% damage reduction. Oh, for 2, I missed this earlier, for 2 turns. 2 turns for GT bosses. 2 turn damage reduction support. So, I mean, when we think about the Legion of Shadow Dragon and Sin, that's okay. And Nova, because remember, Nova, this is the thing, I didn't want to go too crazy with Nova, because it's like, let's see what Omega looks like. So Nova could be shot up to 44% damage reduction and have all of Omega's support around. And then we'd have this Sin, okay. This looking decent. He gets 150% attack when attacking, another 150% attack when attacking, and 150% defense when receiving an attack. But he does have to have that key, so. Like, we do have to make sure key is 18 or more. He does, yeah, dude, this is huge. Just guaranteed crits at 24 key. Nice. So Gogeta has a Key Blast counter. Omega is for a melee super. Melee supers are not super... These are not super common, unfortunately. Melee super attacks. He has a 70% chance to counter, and then it's guaranteed when HP is 70% or less. So he does mirror Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in a lot of ways, which is really good. I do wonder. Maybe even Carnival Omega could be vaguely... Are we going to be able to get away with this guy? I mean, the whole field is going to be flooded with rainbow orbs everywhere. He's got this, plus the support. Yeah, maybe this guy will be usable as a floater. This guy may actually... Because the damage reduction support is from the other Omega is going to synergize so well with all of this, right? Yeah, maybe. The fact that this is 2 turns is massive. Massive that it's 2 turns. Because that means we can get multiple, like, once we have the 2 Omegas up, we just have multiple of this running around. And that would even push him up himself up to 70% damage reduction, right? Okay. He's got the guaranteed crit. He's got the 70% chance. That. After he does 5 attacks, I wish Gogeta was just do attacks instead of receiving attacks. Just because this synergizes poorly with dodge, right? So Omega does 5 attacks. Extreme class allies permanent 2 key and 20% crit. And then, so it takes some of his intro and makes it permanent. It's like Tech Blue Kaioken, where it kind of takes his intro abilities and makes them permanent. He doesn't keep this, though. It's just the key and crit. And then the orb changing. 5 attacks, huh? So we'll do it where normal attack. He has a guaranteed additional super there. I mean, that's still gonna take several turns. It should trigger right away, though. So I guess you could, you know, Omega's turn 1, slot 1, and then on turn 3, you know, so you could do 3 attacks. Hidden Potential System would be the 3rd. And then on his 2nd turn, you'd be able to jump up above 5. This would count as well, if you get this off. If the boss has got it. Okay, and then active skill, he creates his domain. You could use it at any time, really. This is good. So you could choose when you want to do it. Or if he's done 5 attacks in battle, and you create his domain, which gives Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, GT Boss, enemy and allies 25% attack. No defense, unfortunately. Superclass enemies take more damage, and then even more damage if they're Earth Protecting Hero, Fuse Fighter, or GT Hero. I don't know, chat. The more I think about this guy, the more he seems absolutely fucking broken, right? Like, I just think about it more and more, and this guy is he's insane. This in particular is like, this is what you need to do. Yeah, I mean this. So. Yeah, because remember, so these two, they're not GT bosses, unfortunately. Damn, if only these guys would get the damage reduction support as well. Could you imagine this behemoth getting the damage reduction support? Holy fuck, dude. And then if this guy was able to get it, it would be so massive for him as well. They should still be very good. And remember, their full abilities will be up since we're running a full villain team. So both of their abilities, like Dokkan did put thought into running these two with Omega, for sure. Unfortunately, Fusion Zamasu is not on the team, right? But okay, so we got that. So we're going to be getting the extra attack as well. Let's look at the super attacks here. So his 12 key, Dragon Flash Bullet, he gets 30% defense, colossal damage, and then lowers enemy attack and defense. He doesn't have the chance for extra defense, though. Okay. And then he doesn't have it on his 18 key either. 50% defense 4 turns, Meg Colossal damage to all enemies, and then an attack break. The attack break is very useful. I mean, we saw that with, like, the Infinite Zamasu fight, right? Okay. Diabolical abilities. I do love that. I'm not... Omega? It's tough to... Like, I think Gogeta will probably just be 1. I think that is... Everything with him is a little too free and easy. And he's designed to be, like, 1 right now. But Omega? Omega might be 2. He might be. I'm just looking at some of this stuff, and, like, he's just covering the team and shit like this. and shit like this, right? Like this. Like the amount that he puts his umbrella out for these villains, dude. I don't know. I do think I think really did enough to make some of these weird characters like this guy work here. I think he will. Like this guy? This guy's probably going to be really good. The only thing I would ask for Omega, I guess he probably doesn't need it because of this right here, but would be if he could like get guard in this as well. Would be like the only thing. If he had guard right here. Like if they don't want to just give it to him for free, sure. And I know that would make him so supremely OP, but I mean, who cares? Yeah, who cares? Huh. All right, we'll see, chat. Omega's looking good. At initial glance, it's like, but I mean, I missed this when I was looking at it quickly earlier. That right there. Crit support as well. Omega's going to be doing guaranteed crits basically at all times. Yeah, he seems very good. And, I mean, his entire leader skill gets buffed. Like, they did not hold back at all with... I mean, well, they didn't put any defense right here. But they made it to where his entire leader skill gets this. I do think Gogeta's better. It's just because this type of character, I mean, he plays himself. Like, it's not... You just put him in slot 1 and he dominates the entire game, right? Like, it's there's no thought. He just is like God. Like, it's like... I think he's going to be, like, a little bit more... Like, I would compare this guy to Beast Gohan and say, like, Beast Gohan was the defense... Like, this guy's, like, the offensive version of Beast Gohan, is what I would say. He's the offensive Beast Gohan. And, like, Beast Gohan was, like, the defensive version of that. I mean, the active... The only thing is, one thing that made Beast so crazy was the umbrella. I mean, if they were to add anything to this guy, it would... If they wanted to really make him insane, it would be to give him the target mechanic right here like Beast had. Because that's the thing, is, like, Beast, even now, can still control the fight early on with the active skill target mechanic. That's the only thing maybe they could have did. Rather than the crits for the turn, just make this, like, the target mechanic for one turn. He would be too... Like, he'd be one by himself. I mean, it would be crazy, but, yeah. I would probably say my gut, man, I would really have to raise the physical. So, like, here's my LR list right now. Certainly, the physical LR Gogeta has got to go up. The only thing I would change about this is physical LR Gogeta's got to go up. This guy has got to go up, and now he's going to have a 7 out of 7 linking partner, right? Like, there's 7 out of 7 at all times. So, like, he's got to go up. The rest of this, I don't know that I would really move around. Oh, wow, Beast Gohan is going to be gone. Beast Gohan is going to fall off my top... He's not going to be in the top 10. If I want to get Beast Gohan on here, we're going to have to do a top 15. What do you think, Chad? I got to make sure to do a top 15. We're not ready to lose Beast off of this, dude. No way. I got to do a top 15 so we can keep Beast on here. I would think Gogeta's right here, and Omega is somewhere in here. Omega's probably 2, but we'll see. And then the Super Saiyan 4s, they're up top as well. The Super Saiyan 4s are just way better than the gods, unfortunately. And I do think AGL Gogeta is very good, but probably not quite up there. Yeah, Beast is still quite good. Considering how old he is, he's still quite good. He's quite good. So, all right, guys, we're going to end here. Yeah, I mean, there's only very minor nitpicks. They could have done better with Omega's leader skill. In my opinion, he should be leading Battle of Fate. I think this would be better for him to lead. But, I don't know. Himself, he looks good. The only thing I really wish, man, Pan is, like, the best band unit ever, but, like, Gogeta does not need this. I don't know why she exists. I don't know why she exists. Because Gogeta doesn't need it. So. Alright, chat, we're out of here. Let me know what you guys think. The two Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas are literally just going to be running. Like, this is going to be the rotation for the rest of the year, is this. This is, like, the best rotation all year coming up. It's going to be so crazy. Because this guy's going to have the Scouter, too. Right? That's, I guess, one thing this guy doesn't have as a Scouter. But then, like, I mean, they're 7 out of 7, dude. 7 out of fucking 7. So, yeah, chat. Let me know what you guys think, but, bro. Yeah, they cooked. They cooked all right.